Hello everybody and welcome to Sweden, the latest stage DLC for Dirt Rally 2.0 as part of the Season 1. I've just done these two stages, as in literally just done them. I did the stages, hit the record button, saved the clips, and now I'm making this video. Hopefully the bearded dragon will shut up while I do the post-commentary. We'll have to see. Please excuse him. There's no way of making him stop, so I just have to put up with it, unfortunately. For this video, I decided to use the Fabia WRC, although it's called the Fabia Rally in this game. Did you see the Ford Focus in front of me then? Yeah, it's already in the game. I hadn't noticed it before, but I started this stage and was rather shocked to see a Ford Focus parked up in front of me. That will be coming later on in the year as part of the Season 1 DLC. So what do you need to know about Sweden? Well, it's fast. Very fast. And while the stages I should say, in certain places may appear to be wider than what we are used to in Dirt Rally 2.0, from the likes of Argentina especially, yeah. There's a reason for that, because anybody who played Dirt Rally 1, and I imagine most of you will have, will know that the snow verges in Sweden are horrific. You do not want to drive into them under any circumstances, especially not at speed. They have a horrible habit of dragging your car into them, and there's a bit in the second stage that I've recorded where you'll see that. That little bit was just a taster. Okay, just a taster. My main concern about Sweden going in basically comes from doing the Monte Carlo, which was the first stages added. I did it in the same car. I'm probably going to do this for all of Season 1 if they add any more stages, just because it helps keep it fair in the sense of I'm using a car that I know, so I can kind of get more of a feel of how the stage will handle, because I know the car. Or at least I think I know it well enough anyway. Some of you will probably know other cars better, but that's neither here nor there. Anyway, I digress. My concern about going into Sweden come from the Monte Carlo stages, where when you get into snow and ice, I was having this issue with the automatic gearbox in the game, because I play on automatic, where the wheels won't spin up, but the car was changing gear far too quickly. So I ended up getting myself into situations where I'd come around a hairpin, need to boot it to make up time, and it would just go blah, 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 and it wouldn't go anywhere. If I had a manual gearbox, that wouldn't be a problem. So for most of you, you're not going to have issues with this. For those of you who don't know, I play on PS4 with a controller, not on a gaming rig like most of you. So these experiences are purely related to me. The only reason I'm mentioning them at all is because those of you who also play on PS4 or Xbox, and I know there's a few of you, will experience these as well, and I want you to be aware of it before going into the stages. Anyway, I'm happy to report that this is not an issue with Sweden, as we can clearly see. I'm assuming it's only because in Monte Carlo you're using basically road tyres more or less, so the game is trying to stop you from... It's actually kind of a benefit when you think about it, but it's one of those situations where it hinders you more than anything, because it's trying to slow the car down to stop you from spinning out or just losing traction completely, and what it actually does is just slow you down and ruin your stage time. Now we get on to the next stage. This is also, obviously, Sweden. I've noticed that it's actually surprisingly grippy, so they've modelled the snow tyres with the studs on very well. And I know it's taken me a while to mention it, but as you can see, the stages just look absolutely gorgeous. The only minor complaint I have is that when you're driving towards the sun, as in real life, don't get me wrong, this is not a problem, this is actually quite realistic. The sunlight reflects off of the white snow, and if you're like me and you play in your living room, not in a dark room where it's easier to see the screen, it can be kind of hard to see. This is not something unusual for Dirt Rally 2.0 with its new lighting effects and what have you, but it's especially noticeable on Sweden because of the snow. As I said, the stages are very fast, and even though they appear to be slightly wider in places than other events, other countries, that is to stop you from going into the snowdrifts, and when you're travelling at over 90, 100 miles an hour, the slightest movement can be the difference between getting around a corner and flipping your car completely. The cars handle, well, again, I'll mention this now. This is obviously coming from the position of somebody who's done these stages in a four-wheel drive car, just because I needed to experience what the stages were like without spinning out on every corner. That's not fun for me, and it's not fun for you guys, because I don't get to experience what Sweden is actually like to play well, or when it goes well, and it gives me the best opportunity to actually figure out, you know, certain elements of the stage and stuff like that. I'm going to stop repeating myself now, hopefully. I never do a script for my videos, so I think it makes it sound more fluent, even if it's less professional. At least I sound more like a human fucking being, but there we are. As I said, the stages are very fast. Again, referring to the snowdrifts, because it will happen soon, just wait for it. They're dangerous. I can't stress this enough. They are the same in Dirt Rally. I don't think they're as bad in Dirt Rally 2.0, to be honest. You've seen me go into them a few times. If you've done that in Dirt Rally, your car would have just somersaulted. For no reason whatsoever. The reason I go into a snowdrift in this stage is because I'm too busy trying to see. As you can see, the sun is in front of me, which is obscuring my vision. I've got my foot down, I'm in 6th gear, I'm actually going for it, and... yeah. Now... what you haven't noticed yet, although you will notice in a second, is I've actually lost quite a lot of time. Anyway, yeah, avoid the snowdrifts at all costs. But otherwise, Sweden is awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you very much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.